transactions sit. And so if you look at English Puerto Rico, it's almost in line. Spanish Mexico, almost in line. But again, those Asia Pacific countries,
Yes.
you do see quite a drastic delta.
Okay. And do you have the portal, client portal?
Yes. So
Okay.
the client portal coming up here. Let me see if I can draw that same line in here. It's about here. And I would imagine it's the same usual suspects, right? You see China, Singapore, Hong Kong, right, being the worst performers, and then Latin America countries. They're actually coming up below the baseline here, right? Spanish, Colombia, Spanish, Mexico is about in line.
Okay.
Yeah, for the client portal. Oh, this is. Never mind. I was thinking something else.
Yeah. So client portal is typically the legacy client portal. This is just poorly named. Consider this the portal. But again, the latency story is very similar, right? APAC suffering the most. Latin America almost coming in line to the United States and the United Kingdom, which is a better message than I think we had before. And so I think a lot of this has to do with some of the translation issues that we were experiencing a little while back. Finally, the portal dashboard. Portal dashboard kind of comes up here. You see there's not too much variance. I'll draw that same line as a reference point. Maybe we'll just start including that in all the slides in the future. But similarly, you see some of those Asia Pacific countries here, but Portuguese Brazil actually comes up a bit higher than before. You see Spanish Mexico, not too far deviating from English UK and English United States.
Okay, I see.
And so again, just to kind of underscore this, right, there's a much smaller subset of transactions here that we're looking at because we're only able to get 2 weeks of data back to drive this report because of the data retention policy. This may be something for Dan to look at, and we'll press it offline. If this view seems to suggest like a lot of our end users are echoing what these reports are showing, we may want to just invest a bit more in getting these locale specific reports out there.
And these response times can get better, but cannot go back, cannot get worse.
We don't want it to be worse, Max, but that's part of the monitoring aspect. So any spikes are looked by the team and addressed as needed. So they should not go back. There's only one way, and that is onwards and better. Can you show, hey Robert, can you go to the network upgrade chart? Because we have some updates there also.
Correct. So here's the network upgrade chart, and if you see, for the most part, there's a few more areas where updates are coming, and they're actually coming soon. And maybe this was because we had the data before, right? But there are some March dates on here that are still not showing as activated.
Yeah, the one I was interested on is on the one for Colombia, for Bogota. So we should see an improvement once they complete this upgrade. So we probably need to go back to, which should be already there. Probably have another session like the one you guys had with Brazil, and just confirm that things are looking better. And I know Max Carlos mentioned to me some plans for Peru, and looks like the team is taking steps to improve the network connectivity in Peru in preparation for more TBS usage across the region. So
yeah, Peru and Ecuador.
And Ecuador, yeah. We don't see Ecuador
and you
here.
were in Mexico, right? So, Rafael, you were in Mexico already or in Colombia? In Mexico, right?
I went to both.
Oh, okay. And that your trip was before or after the latest improvement. So what
It
did you see
was
there?
it was before. Yeah, and I can say that it wasn't stellar. But the performance I saw in Mexico wasn't too bad, and I confirmed with the folks there that they had seen an improvement. Isn't of course not optimal, but they confirmed the improvement that we have seen on the charts. Again, more room to improve, but yeah, I was able to confirm that in Mexico, but not in Bogota, and I can see
Okay.
why.
Okay.
All right, so we're down to the bottom of the hour, and I think people is already dropping. This is sort of a short version. Max, any other questions or areas you would like to see here?
I'm glad that we're making improvement. I'm glad that this can only get better and not worse. I'm glad that there are also additional improvement coming. Um, so I will ask for feedback from the countries, Puerto Rico, Colombia, and Mexico mostly. I'm not that concerned with Ecuador, Chile, and others because they are only using TBS for global accounts, which is a minority, and not for local accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be my priority now. So if this now is changing perceptions or not.
Yeah, and that's the guidance I also received from Carlos and Edwin. They said, yeah, we'll take care of those later, but and even Carlos Bale, when I met him, he asked me personally to focus on Mexico only on Brazil, and that's what we're doing.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Apologize for Mayra, who's traveling, Carlos, having a medical emergency. So I was the only one here. Well, I don't know about Vanessa, but thank you for making the presentation just for me.
Oh, not a problem, Max. Thank you for the feedback, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you all. Sorry for